guys, it's Cassidy, and today we're here to murder these pimples. Lately, my skin has been having several intense breakouts, and you guys will see in a few seconds when I don't have any makeup on. Brace yourselves. Since I am struggling with this acne right now, I did want to show you guys how you can just cover them up with makeup with a few techniques that I've learned over the years of being a makeup artist. Right now, you guys see my face, and in a few seconds, I feel like you're going to be shocked when you see how red these pimples are that I've gotten. So whether you suffer from regular daily acne or hormonal acne, which is what I'm going through right now, this tutorial will totally help you when you want a full face of makeup on and you really want to cover up that acne. I totally get it, and I feel for you guys that do struggle with acne, but I hope this video can help. So if you want to know how to cover up some stubborn pimples, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, this is my skin in all of its glory. I don't mean to sound so negative and like I'm sure there's plenty of worse things in life, I know. But acne, like really bad acne, can really make you feel like bad about yourself. So I really feel for all of the people that struggle with acne on a daily basis. I have two big ones on my chin right now and then one big one on my forehead. So I figured, you know what, let's make the best out of a bad situation, and honestly, what better time is there to do a covering up zits tutorial when you have zits. So I've already done my eye makeup just to leave that out. So I'm gonna jump into how I cover up these zits like a pro, make them look like they're completely not there. The first thing that I always do, and I always talk about this to you guys, is that you have to prep your skin. Prepping before makeup is so important. A lot of people wonder why their makeup doesn't go on right, or it just doesn't look like as smooth as you want it to, but it's because you have to focus on skincare before you focus on applying makeup. Since I already have naturally dry skin, anytime I get a breakout, it kind of like elevates my skin and makes it very flaky, and the skin around that area starts to peel a lot. So what I did before I sat down to film this is I did a microdermabrasion scrub, and this one is from Derma E. Very gently around each pimple, I just kind of took a little bit of this and scrubbed. I focused it mainly around the pimples. That way, when I apply my makeup, the makeup isn't going to attach or like latch on to any dead skin, and it won't look cakey. When you have a smooth surface, that's when you can cover it up and really work on not making it look cakey. So now I can go in with starting the cover up. The first thing I'm using is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is the Color Correcting Adjust, so it does have a green tint. Basically what the green tint does, it just cancels out any redness, so that'll help with that a little bit. Now I'm just going in with one layer of foundation as I normally would for any makeup application. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is obviously very good coverage. So I have a nice layer of foundation on. So now I'm going to go in with concealer. For this part, I'm just focusing on my under eyes and a little bit of highlighting. And then I'll move on to covering up the zits specifically. Okay, the concealer is done. Now I have you guys nice and zoomed in on my face. So the very first thing that I do, and don't be alarmed by this, is I take BH Cosmetics 120 color eyeshadow palette. As I said before with the primer, green is the color that cancels out red. So what I do is I take a small little concealer brush and I take a little bit of this green eyeshadow. My pimples are super red, so this little green shadow will help cancel out that redness. So I really just take the tiniest bit and I just pat it right onto the pimple. And as you can see, I'm really just using the tiniest amount. I don't want to overuse this at all because I just want it to be a tint of green, not like a whole spot of green. And now I look like a witch. Once that is pushed in, I'm taking two concealers. Now the reason why I'm using two of them is because this concealer by LA Girl Cosmetics has a lot more of a liquidy formula, and this concealer, which is the L'Oreal True Match Crayon Concealer, which I actually really love this concealer. I like to use these both because this one, it's very long lasting and it has a pretty dry formula since it is the crayon type. And then this one has a very creamy, more liquidy formula, so I like to combine these two. I first take the crayon one and I really just go right over those pimples in a little circular motion. So again, I am taking my concealer brush and I'm just going to be patting those out and blending it into the foundation. As you can see, see already, you can't really see the green eyeshadow anymore. So now I'm going in with the second concealer. This is going to be pretty much to just like bring some moisture to that acne area. Since the first concealer that I use is very dry and thicker, it'll really stick to my skin. But I'll go in with this one for a little bit more moisture and a little extra coverage as well. And then my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush to blend it out once again. Also, for blending these out, I'm really trying to just use a patting motion just to pack the product on there instead of wiping it away. Those two concealers are blended in, and I really like how it looks. This one is being a little bit more stubborn, but I do feel like it did its job. I feel like they're covered up as well as they can be. So the last thing that we're going to do is set the face. I do this normally with my RCMA No Color Powder. I take my beauty blender and I'm going to bake my under eyes just because that's what I always do. I'm also going to bake every little zit. And what this is going to do is just going to lock in all of the concealer that I just put on it. If you have somewhere to be all day and you have a huge zit, then baking your zit will be really helpful for the longevity of your makeup. I'm now taking a Real Techniques setting brush and I'm just going to be brushing away my under eye first. And then I'm going to go ahead and brush away the powder on the pimples. So there you have it. I'm officially done covering up my zits. I'm just going to quickly off camera throw some bronzer, blush, and highlighter on. I have finished my entire face and I'm actually super happy with how this came out. The zits on my chin, it's like way covered up than what it was before, and I feel like I can tell that this is gonna last really long. The ones that on here give me a little bit more of a harder time just because it was way bigger than these two, and it also was a lot more red and things like that, but how it looks right now, I'm not mad at all. It honestly just looks like a little tiny dot. I hope you guys found this one helpful for all of my people that suffer from regular acne or just hormonal acne. It sucks. I totally get it. I'm right there with you, but that's why I came out with this video, so you can just cover them right up with makeup. As always, please subscribe because you know how much it means to me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!